Good morning, dear viewer. Let's have a short look at the markets. Let's start with BTC as per usual. Then we'll go over ETH, NASDAQ, and we'll get to it. BTC, first of all. So going on the daily, still no change whatsoever. There is nothing bullish in the chart yet. I mean, I will not be very bearish, but we still haven't broken the main level. So I misplaced it a little bit. Yeah, 30,704. We still have not pierced this level. We have not gone over this one here. Until that happens, for me, this is just an ABC, possibly an ABC correction. 1, 2, 3 waves. Yeah? ABC. However, yeah, what I'm seeing is that it's taking a very long time for this consolidation here under this level. We still could see maybe more bumps to the downside, but if we start building some kind of a maybe inverse head and shoulders here, or in general we spent too much time bouncing around this area, then my expectation would be that the strength of the sellers will be exhausted, and at some point we will go higher. Yeah, so bears have a very limited time now. I mean, we have, let's have a look at this. Yeah. So here was a different situation. I said, and I can even prove it. I said that this 47,200 will be a level to watch out for. This will be a kill zone. And what we only spent a few days here, and then we had a big down move. Yeah, so let's have a look how many days we spent there. It was around about 10 days. And let's have a look. And we have spent here already 27 days. Yeah, twice as much. Bulls are taking over this if bears do not have or cause an immediate downfall. So bulls will take over soon. Let's have a look at the local situation. So now go down to the 4-hour. So I marked out. Let's go back to the daily. I marked out some liquidity pools on the daily here, and here's a liquidity pool on the 1-hour. So I expect sooner or later we will tap this and then continue downward. Either of these zones actually, and what it creates for me, at least, is this impression that the sellers are running out of steam. And when I'm looking at this, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, then a triangle or a flat correction here. And now what we're maybe 1, 2, 3 flat correction, and then this is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to the 25K area. And what we need to see is this top has to be higher than this low for this to be a valid ending diagonal. And if we continue to see this, and hopefully the volume is dropping, then we can expect that this will be our correction, and that this will end the correction. And that would mean, for me, this would be an A, a B, and a C. Then we create some kind of a bottom here and then go up at least to take out these highs, and maybe even, in a very bullish scenario, we could even go up as high as 40,000. to test this consolidation level here, this one here. Yeah, if this happens, so let's assume we have this, yeah, some kind of a bottoming pattern, and then a move up, then some consolidation here, then one more move up, then we get a three-wave move down, then we can continue higher. It could be like a straight up blow off top as well, yeah? Because we could have an A1, A2, A3 with some kind of consolidations here and continue a quick rapid continuation to the upside to take out the all-time highs. This is still possible. I'm not saying it's not. But on the bearish side, you know, if we get this massive drop pretty soon, then I expect lows will be taken out. Personally, I think bears wasted too much time in here. Personally, I think they've run out of steam. I will be playing this 25K level and maybe 22K level, and then trying to join the move to the upside. And what even confirms the 25K to me even more is the repeat of this correction is exactly on these levels. Yeah, so if we take this one here and we go down to the 25,300 level, that would be of the same, these corrections would be of the same size. That could mean that we have a running flat correction. So that's our 1 or A, 2 or B in this form, and then 3 or C. Yeah, and the biggest resistance I see for this, if we continue grind higher, it's very easy. It's this area here. If this is just a correction, then we should see a drop from this area. That's my expectation at the moment. So I'll be trying to join long positions here, short, and then in short, and then maybe if we continue lower, then I'll be trying to get in on the bus here. And you know, we are so low at the moment. We dropped so much that if I have to hold this Bitcoin for a long, I mean, I'm just going to be buying spot. If I need to hold this Bitcoin longer than for next half a year, I'm happy to do this as well. I'll just put it on staking and then let it run. ETH. This is a more difficult one actually. Because for this one, this at the moment looks exactly like an A, B, C. I cannot see anything bullish in this unless we do the same like we're doing on BTC, and when this correction is repeated, which would be pretty soon, yeah, which would be around just high 1700s, and then get a massive move up. You know, there's so much to stop ETH here. This big area, this small area here, untapped liquidity. So there's so much that could stop ETH from going higher, and this would also cause alts to have a hard time, I think, before these levels are broken. NASDAQ, very simple, same scenario like I discussed for a very, very long time. I want to see this high broken. I have my shorts up at this level, so I expect we break this and then do some kind of a three-wave move down. To me, still, this one looks like more like an impulse pattern than a corrective pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we get a 5. If this happens, especially if we break this high, I am very confident on my on what I'm proposing here for Bitcoin. Yeah, So I'll be buying spot for sure if we get some kind of a down move on Bitcoin, and especially if we pierce this high here on NASDAQ. So that would, for me, mean we have an A or 1, B or 2, and then C or 3. And the most likely place to, or level to stop this move up would be this one here, 14,370 or 14,351. Yeah, it's maybe not so precise, so let's make it precise. It's this level here. So if we go past it, then I assume we are either continuing our big uptrend. You know, if you look at this, then you see a big uptrend. So why should I assume that this is an impulse down other than the wave structure? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, either ABC or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see. But fingers crossed, we will reach this top. We will then correct, and then after this correction, we can look for a place to join. I would just be that would be very simple. So I would look for an entry somewhere around about here. Last one. This needs more explanation, and then we need to go on the weekly level. This is a chart on Bitfinex of BTC USD longs minus shorts, right? So if you take all the long volume minus short volume, then you get this chart. It's very interesting. I have to admit, I discovered it a while back, and this is very interesting. It creates what looks like an impulse pattern. I mean, I cannot compare it to anything else. This is our leading diagonal. It's very, very clear. Leading diagonal. That's exactly how they look like. 5 waves up. Then we get a very, very clear, what looks like a third wave. And now we are consolidating in before the last leg up. Then we should get some kind of a maybe consolidation here. And another move up. And how I read this is when the number of longs is increasing, the price of Bitcoin is dropping, and the other way around. So we either completed this, let's go maybe, so we can even compare this. So let's have a look. So let's take BTC USD on, how did I do this? Can't remember how to do this on a specific exchange. So let's add this one. New panel. We don't need MACD. And let's start here, right? So this is our move down, exactly from where the top was to this roundabout where we have the last leg up. Sorry, last leg down and last leg up on this. This was more like a consolidation here. And you see that this consolidation here is exactly a consolidation on this area, right? So my expectation, we either completed this fourth wave of the extended 3, and then we are going up once more. So that would mean that the price of Bitcoin could drop a little. I don't know how much, don't ask me, because I've never found the right correlation between these two. I think it would the way I think about it is we would have to somehow compare it with the total market cap to see what is the difference, how much difference on this chart could make how much difference, how big of a move on Bitcoin. Then we would, so this would be a correction here, yeah, on this chart for this wave, for this extended wave 3, and then we would get another bigger move down for the wave 4, and that would mean, to me at least, that we would be either we would go up a little and then consolidate, or this would be a bigger move up, depending on this correlation between the number of the total market cap and how big this move is here. Yeah. So my expectation is, since the number of longs is decreasing in comparison to number of shorts, that means we should expect a little more to the downside than probably a bigger push to the upside. Yeah, because the number of longs will be increasing soon, then that means a bit of a move to the downside. Then we should expect a bigger correction that would give us a move to the upside. So that's how I see it in the, let's say, maybe not in the short term, but it's in the midterm. So for me, a little lower before, let's say quite a bit higher. Yeah? And let's see how this plays out. I'm still closely monitoring this. This is incredible. I never thought this chart would look like a very clear Elliott wave pattern type of chart. So with this leading diagonal, then we get a massive wave up for our wave 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we should get some kind of consolidation here, which could also mean a lot of chop on this chart before, and careful here, before the next leg down for wave 5, and then a massive correction. Massive correction means correction on this chart means a lot of upside to on the BTC chart. So let's see how this plays out. Okie dokes. I think that's it. Thank you for listening. Have a very, very good time. So long. Bye-bye.